Hi, it's David here from Wargaming Old Guys, and Ironskull Gaming received a package from Gale Force 9 / Battlefront Miniatures. We're back with the second of the videos, do the second tank. Now, this is obviously part of the Clash of Steel box set that we received by Ironskull Gaming, and as I'm part of the Ironskull Demo team, he's given me the Brits, so we can get some videos out on painting and things like that. So let's get on and continue with the project. Okay, so I've got the British half of the Clash of Steel set for the Germans v Brits. So this is what you get in it. Obviously, they're all. I sat down there and we had a hobby evening and we assembled them. And he did the Germans, I did the Brits. And we had a good old chat and things like that. So there are 4 types of tanks in this. You've got the Comet, you've got the Tortoise, which is the big one. You have the Centurion 1 and 3. Now you get a choice of choosing between the two. Now, in my mind, Centurion 3 is probably better for Clash of Steel, while the Centurion 1, I think, has a bit more of a crossover into Flames of War, I think. So I've assembled 2 of each. So I've assembled 2 Centurion 1s, 2 Centurions 3s, 3 Comets, and 2 Tortoises. So this next few videos are going to be me painting the individual tanks. So we've done the Comet. So we've done the Comet. That's out of the way. You get 3 of those in a box. Now we're going to do the Centurion. We'll start at the numerical order. We'll do the Centurion 1. The colours we'll be using. So the base coat is going to be this Castellan green from Games Workshop. Yep, nice dark base colour. Then we're going to use this P3 Traitor Green. I don't know if they're still about or anything, but I like it. It's quite a good paint. Now, Death Forest Green, I think, Games Workshop equivalent colour, I think. And I think Vallejo has one, which I think the closest one I found is like the Lona Canvas. So that's very, very, very similar colour. But I use the Traitor Green. Now, that's the base coat and the second coat. Now, to get the highlights and things, I mix the Stone Grey with the Traitor Green. That's Stone Grey from Vallejo. I tried white, but it was just too sharp. It just seemed wrong. So we went for Stone Grey to make it a bit softer. And then if that doesn't provide the right amount of highlights and things you want, you put a bit more Stone Grey in and just go over the top. I'd avoid going completely Stone Grey or going to like, was it Beach Bone or something like that? I'd avoid that completely because I think it destroys the look. So yeah, so that's the actual main body of the tank. The tracks are done from this Moonhopper Games pewter, and like I said previously, it's a dark grey with a metallic hint of metallic in it. It's not. I don't think it's a proper metallic, but it's a nice base coat for metallics, and it comes out. It's a bit hard. It wants to be a metallic, but it's not, in my mind. But anyway, that's what I'm using, and I've only started using it. It's quite a good paint, actually. So Moonhopper Games, you want to go try it. It's a small company that I get a few bits from. Now, once I've done that, I watered down some Parasite Brown to rust the tracks up, make it look like a bit of rust. So I do that, and all the tools and all of the leather bits and things like that. That'll all be Parasite Brown as well. And then I use a gunmetal to put a little bit of shine on the metallic bits. Also, for any leather bits, more the Comet rather. This is more the Comet. I use the Games Workshop wash, and it's Agrax Earthshade. So I just apply some of that, and then I go over the raised bits again with the Parasite Brown, and that turns out quite nicely. So that's the paint selection. So let's get on and paint the tank. Okay, so now we're going to do the Centurion 1, which is, if I get rid of all the paints, I'm going to do the Centurion 1, Castellan Green. Now everybody, I say this on every time because I know I'll get some comments. Oh, you're destroying your brush, you're destroying your brush. It's already destroyed. And I think everybody has a brush like that they don't care about. But it's just for doing the base colours without worrying about destroying your favourite brush. And there you go, that is the Centurion 1. Now we're going to leave that to dry, and then once that's dried, we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so that's now dry. I've painted the other one that came in the box as well, this Centurion 1. So I've based the other one with dark green as well. So what I'm going to do, we're going to crack open the Traitor Green, and we're going to do the first coat on the armor of the tank. Okay. Remember, we're also going to go over again with a bit lighter as well once this is all dried, using the soft stone. Just got to be careful about the gun at the front as well, because it's a bit flimsy. And I'll get on and do the other one, and then we'll get back to you once I've done this one. Okay, so that's the two tanks done for the second coat. So once that's dry, we'll go on to the next one, next coat, which will be a Traitor Green and a soft stone grey mix for a. Okay, so they're dry. Now what we're going to do, we've mixed in some of the Traitor Green with the stone grey, and then we're going to dry brush it. And that is them done for the tank green colour. So that's a Centurion. So once they've dried, we can start doing the silver. The Centurion 1, we're going to be doing the spare wheels off the front, the tracks and the tools on there, and the big gun there. Well, 20mm cannon there. We're going to do that. So let's get on and do the silver. That is the silver painted on the Centurion 1. As you can see, we've done the tracks, we've done the little tools there, and we've done the treads at the front. There's not anything else there to do. We've also, the spare wheels at the front. We've also done the 20mm cannon as well. So that's everything for that. So I'm going to stick that on there. What we're going to do, we're going to leave that to dry. And again, once that's dry, we'll go and start looking at the browns. Okay, so that's that. We're back, and that's dry. So here we go. They've got the dry. We've got the brown. No, sorry, we've got the greens all done. The silver, the pewter is there. It's quite a nice dull silver, and all the silver bits are picked out. So now we're going to use this parasite brown. We're going to do the brown of the tools and use the parasite brown just to try and get a rusty effect on that. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll start with the tools and work away from there. Okay, so now we've done that, we'll leave that to dry. What I'll do, I'll do the silver, once that's dry, I'll do the silver dry brush over the top to bring out the high raised areas. And then what we can do, I'll put some transfers on, muddy it up a bit, and then we'll show you the finished article.